Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another couple Euros 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht forces got Hitler's top guy. Spawn on the north side as US forces got 99492992409439586. A lot of 9s, and a handful of 2s. Looks like there's going to be a triple engineer opener there. Double pioneer here. Wehrmacht quarters going to a Schimwagen. No barracks just yet, and he's also going leftwards. A lot of good resource sectors rightwards, so it's generally a good idea to send a squad to at least capture those sectors. There's engineer number 3 going for barracks, so these resources will take a little bit extra time to obtain since that squad also has to build the barracks itself. Though I suppose this engineer can capture this munitions point, then go to this one, while this one goes straight to the munitions point and then to the fuel point. And while it goes munitions, fuel into munitions, engineers are pioneers advancing. I can't really say for sure. That number seems too long for a Steam ID, so I can't say exactly for sure. Engineers engage in the Schimwagen. Schimwagen's not taking a single point of damage just yet. Does take a point of damage. Schimwagen's doing quite a good job countering out the engineers. Backs off a little bit and advances way forward, fighting a bit of bump cars potentially. Pioneers now advancing. Probably should just start firing away. And the Schimwagen's taking a decent amount of hits there. Trying to get some repairs in combat. And it looks like it's going to be successful there. The Pioneers have taken some damage. And these just do fall back. Pioneers should take time to repair on them up. Could stick around to capture, but first sign of conflict. Stop it. There we go. First sign of conflict, the Pioneers should fall back. Volksgrenadiers now deployed on the field, heading to the center of the map. Engineers captured this 16 munitions sector, counterparts up here. This 16 fuel sector has no counterpart, so this is supposed to be the contestable fuel sector.
We've taken munitions.
Ready for a dip.
And the Volksgrenadiers easily force back the engineers. He may be eyeing for this munitions sector. Schimwagen's been fully repaired. Pioneers take time to capture the munitions sector VP, and then probably be a good idea to just fall back. MG42 deployed in the field. May eye for this garrison here. It's reasonable enough to secure at the moment. Engineers advancing, taking a bit of damage there from the Schimwagen. Schimwagen's actually taking quite a bit of fire there. Volksgrenadiers may wipe out this engineer. It's not paying close enough attention, and that's a support weapons center. Wait, that was not a barracks opener, that was a support weapons center opener. Does get sniped there. I was not expecting a support weapons center opener, so very big difference there. I do think players should generally go for 30 cals before snipers, because at least you can hold the front line, and that sniper can help maintain the front line.
I don't know if I can hold it.
But the sniper was also a particularly bad option when he saw the Schimwagen, because the Schimwagen is to counter the sniper. So now the Wehrmacht player knows about the sniper. All 500 VPs, or all 1000 VPs, are still in the player's stockpile.
Do you need any construction?
And double US sniper here.
Field repairs complete.
Schimwagen is here.
We do have a landmine being established, which would be a good counter to the Schimwagen. He does spot it. He looks like he may have been fully built. A one-man squad, maybe not a good idea to go with a minesweeper in that squad, but he probably just be very careful advancing over there now. And when I say careful, I mean just don't. Schimwagen trying to hunt down the sniper. He saw the support weapon center, and now he is aware of double sniper. Snipers do fall back there. No landmine over here, and he's not willing to gamble the landmine's presence or lack of presence. He's pushing pretty aggressive over here as well. gotta be careful. With our cast vision, we see no landmine. Of course, that's with our cast vision. There may have been a landmine deployment there. Doesn't look like it though. I'm not sure how. I don't think a landmine this path won't be common. You could also try. I don't know if you can try squeezing through over there. Try to advance. Excuse me.
Veterancy gained.
Don't rock the
He
boat.
knows about that landmine. Got a good volume on snipers. Don't advance forward. And there's a landmine there. Now he's able to clean it up. Volksener firing away.
Pioneers now.
I think he got a little bit too close to that landmine, even if he knew where the landmine generally was, because sometimes you can be a little bit off. And sometimes the landmine just explodes very aggressively. Snipers need to not advance towards Shimvagen. He does have this amount of vision. In other words, a very good amount of vision. So he has full vision of those snipers. Right now, Fog of War is turned on. He does have Efficiency 1 onto his Shimvagen as well. So I think he rushed out Efficiency 1's light vehicle just to deal with the snipers. This one's severely damaged.
Ready for a dip.
And now he's lost sight of the snipers. Though he does see them right there. Pioneer does get wiped on out. Shimvagen up north engaging. Last known location snipers were over here. I have just turned on a Fog of War. I'm curious how he is going to try to find them. Oh, he found one, but that is damage, engine damage. Snipers roll a miss and not a lethal shot there. He does get gunned down.
Yeah, we are ready. Pioneers have this
He does spot the motor pool being established and explodes. He does see it, spot it being cancelled. Pioneers there. And let's see. Snipers over here. Get a general idea of what's going on. But I am going to try to leave Fog of War vision on just to get an idea of what it looks like for the player trying to deal with the snipers. And paratroopers. Pioneers do get wiped on out. If he was paying close enough attention, he would saw the green smoke and may have heard the paratrooper sound effect.
Veterancy gained. MG crew on me.
Airborne squad now advancing to replace the lack of rifleman squads he simply has not deployed in the field. Shimvagen's firing away. They have Veterancy 2 now, so Veterancy 2 Shimvagens. That's quite interesting, and I like it. Wiped out one engineers. He does also have the Pioneers over here with the Minesweeper. Of course, he does not know there's any landmines over here. Gotta be very careful. Does spot a sniper, which could suggest a bait towards a landmine. This could be recoilless for rifles being put out here.
Died in battle.
Pioneers get wiped out by the snipers.
We are not built for heavy combat.
And right now, he is down to one Pioneer who probably should get out of Minesweeper. Engineers taking a bit of damage there. There's recoilless rifles. He has full vision of it. He also has 2 command points. And another paratrooper squad dropping on in.
We are losing ground.
MG42 firing away. MP40 upgrade now obtained. And a perfect spot to engage the paratroopers at close range. Paratroopers are advancing towards the BP. Shimvagen has plenty of health at the moment. Snipers do hit the MG42. Hits the retreat button. I think he may get wiped out. Does manage to escape on out there. MP40s are rotating around. He knows these snipers are somewhat over here. Shimvagen does take a hit there from the pulse rifle. Does not deal half damage. Sniper, Pregnancy 1, and the other one's still wounded. He knows there's no triage center of this point of view. Shimvagen, engine crit there, spots a sniper, takes out one of the snipers. This one does not have any crit. The other one does go down. Bad pathing there. Trying to pursue the sniper there. A40 piece of great damage. Everything's falling on back, so he should be able to pursue the sniper to the ends of the earth, which is located right there.
The enemy has 300 points.
should be able to take out the sniper. Yeah, let's go sniper there. Oh, another sniper there. Revealed himself immediately. Probably should not take a shot there, so now he knows to immediately pull out another Shimwagen. If he wants to, yep, he's going for another Shimwagen, going for a 251 half track, which is sniper proof. However, there are recoilless rifles in the field. This doesn't appear so selective with the auction just yet, so maybe a good idea to go for... Eagle Owl seems pretty nice for spotting around the VPs, help identify those snipers. He's been seeing the snipers quite aggressive in moving around uncamouflaged, so that could be quite handy.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Eagle Owl is a unit in Company Heroes 2. The
Now have assault capability.
advanced vision, but now he's going for Blitzkrieg. Interesting. Going for maybe for manpower blitz. Save some munitions. He can go for Blitzkrieg right now. But I don't know if that would be a great idea at the moment. Proposed rifles nails the half track. Oh, wait, that's a flame half track. Very nice. He knows this one's going for recoilless for rifles and for snipers, so he's just going to go for this light vehicle play. And looks like the recoilless rifles are not super effective against the Veteran 2 of these half tracks. I don't know how the Veteran work exactly for these guys, but it looks like recoilless rifles are not too particularly as a strong counter, but more closer to a soft counter. Takes up his there. Great stun grenades there as well. Nice 1-2 punch.
What do you need?
Does not wipe out the recoilless rifle. Maybe we'll take out the Shimwagen. Does not pursuing it. He's worried about landmines. If we remove fog ore, we see no landmines there. And don't see any landmines along the flanks either. And the US player is actually scraping the bottom barrel. Does have a supply yard, no supply yard upgrades. But the US player has now pulled out 2 snipers. I think the American player only is aware of 1. There's an engineer there. There's Shimwagen deployed in the field. Very nice. A very good light vehicle play. You never see this from Wehrmacht. That was fired up into a landmine, which the snipers did not find. Last man back there. That was like a hit there. Another flame half track out. Mass flame half track. I am all here for it. So we got this light vehicle play, getting some good damage. Thank you for the rumble comment. Does utilize Blitzkrieg there. Not sure how effective Blitzkrieg is for flame half tracks, but they are being utilized. But he's trying to escape on out there with the Blitzkrieg effect. Quite damaged. This needs repairs as well. So this flame half track pursuing engineers all the way back home with the Blitzkrieg effect. May just want to take time in melee to the Triage Center. He sees no supply yard upgrade if that matters. Airborne squad trying to capture that sector there. Wipes out the engineers. The airborne have to walk over here and not retreat on back. He'll just be trying to be immolated. Shimwagen backs on off, getting hit too hard by the base MG. Looks like the flame half track's actually not that great for the structures. Those retreat back there entirely. Yes, we target towards the airborne squad immediately, and a little bit stacked up there, so a bit of splash damage. Does decide to fall back immediately. Good idea. And his vehicle's getting repaired on up. We got double MP40s here. Assault grenades always quite nice. He does have 2 command points now, which if he needs anti-tank, he can go for Pack 38s or go for Panzerschreck Stormtroopers, which could be quite nice. But he knows his opponent has not deployed out multiple because he was just in his opponent's base. Takes him out there. Not sure paratroops there would cause any pathing issues.
Field repairs complete.
Yep. There's the triple sniper there. He sees triple sniper now in the field.
The Yankees are grabbing our
Ready
territory.
for orders.
Trying to push forward the half track there. May see some salt grenades here, but he's getting hit a little bit hard by the snipers. And the flame half track's getting hit there as well. He has cast salt grenades, but having trouble actually throwing them. First one connects, getting all of them. Now getting immolated, he's treating him back. Good shot there. He's able to retreat, reinforce from the half track, right? It's only Heroes 2 where they introduce the unable to reinforce from the upgraded half tracks. Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe they did remove it in Couple Heroes 1. I can't remember.
Ready for duty.
Ready to move.
Battle phase now complete. Maybe a pants. Maybe Knight's Cross Holders. Knight Cross Holders are sniper resistant. Yeah, probably Knight's Cross Holders.
Thy objective is to Zera.
I would say like Panzer IVs, but the armor skirts, of course, requires Efficiency 3 to resist the pulse rifle damage. Those use the Shimwagen there, so I think Knight's Cross Holders are the way to go. MP42 does capture that VP. Gets inside the garrison, be walking down that VP. One half track, one Shimwagen. Panzer Command now being deployed. Will take a bit of time to get deployed. Triple snipers push right forward. Trial Center still alive and not too terribly damaged from the flame half track. Shimwagen does take a volley there. It looks like the Stormtrooper, not Stormtrooper, Volksrunners have just casted their stun grenades, hit the MG42 with sniper shots. Get some great hits there. Flame half track could pursue these guys all the way home. Does take out one, does take out the paratrooper squad entirely. An airborne squad likely. Does paratroopers do any sort of weird collision stuff? Either way, got engineers here. And of course, Air Force rifles here. Getting immolated a little bit. MP40s, both in form of Volksrunners and Pioneers advancing. Pioneers pushes aside to start to bring up the half track, and I think the Volksrunners could start by and just capture up the VPs and start trying to win the game. He has plenty of fuel. Right now, is missions and manpower is probably his biggest concern. I don't think he's going to go for Panzers. Nice crossovers on the build queue. Getting some efficiency on them wouldn't be half bad either. At least efficiency 1, get a bit of health regen going.
Pioneers here. Let's burn some Yankees.
Maybe save the munitions for a manpower blitz would be good. Yes, place us triple sniper there. Nice crossholders pushing the way forward. You have a paratrooper there and here. When doing the snipers. This is what the Wehrmacht player said. Oh, he dropped to both the recoilless rifles there.
Veterancy gain.
That came quite interesting. MG42 does get wiped on out there. How many recoilless rifles can or how many slot weapons can a Knight's Crossroads carry? Then again, the US players not deploying out any armor, so these recoilless rifles to him is actually close to worthless. Pioneers should at least still try to pick them up, because at least they can just bring them up and start taking out structures with them. But of course, with the amount of snipers to field, that even then, those Pioneers won't last very long. So I don't think these recoilless rifles are useful to the Wehrmacht player whatsoever. Manpower Blitz is now available. Does have efficiency 1 on his infantry units as well. He could start eyeing for Panzer IV for a good generous unit, though maybe just an Ostwind, because he sees airborne. Ostwind can also shoot down aircraft, they have become a problem. But maybe mass Knights crossholders would be the best call. Panzer IVs will allow him to start taking out structures a little bit quickly, though. Just don't go for a Panther. Trying to immolate some of these units. Got quadruple sniper here. Behind heavy cover, which means bonus damage from the flamethrowers, from the flame projectors. This guy does camouflage away. That's why all the recoilless rifles go in the wrong direction, which means also body blocking him. Takes a shot there upon retreat. Does take some good hits there on retreat. Retreats on back, body blocking the flame half track as well. And somehow the flame half track goes down. Because Company Heroes 1 is different than Company Heroes 2, where retreating units can block movement. In Company Heroes 2, they made sure infantry units can't block movement. They made sure they can't fire upon retreating like they did there. How many airborne squads in the field? 4? Looks like 4 airborne squads in the field, so probably a good idea not to go for vehicles. Even Ostwinds. Going veterans to infantry, so I think, yeah, triple veterancy Knights Crossholders may be the best way to go.
We have 300 points left, grabbing our territory. Forward supply lines are broken.
Machine gun bunkers will not be the way to go, though probably not casual recovery bunker either, because there's just too many recoilless rifles and anti-structure damage, so yeah. If it hits triple veterancy tanks, then Panzer IVs could be very resilient. Stu's could be quite nice. There's a lot of infantry for them to put some ordnance into them. Has dropped some supply caches up here.
The Americans are capturing us.
He also knows that the US player has not been getting minesweepers, so maybe more landmines. There are some on the field. Nice crossborders advancing. Falls back all these forces there. 30 cal facing the wrong direction. 30 cal may get wiped on out. Part of me now sort of believes that the Wehrmacht fire should have gone for terror to bring a firestorm upon the retreat point. Schimwagen does find a landmine there, destroying its engine. But apparently the Schimwagen's engine in the rear? So I'm guessing the front is a ballast? Wait, is the Schimwagen's actual engines in the rear? I know there's a lot of weird things when it comes to the mapping down here, but I don't know if there's any. It doesn't seem like the engine would be in the rear. Is it because the it's also a motorboat? So maybe it has 2 engines? How does those things even work? I know they float. I know that the American ducks have... It's the tread design that allows it to tread water, if you remember correctly. That was half of the squad there, so I'm not sure how other nations do amphibious vehicles, if they have their... I know there's a Soviet light tank that has a propeller in the back. Also taking a lot of fire. There's way too many recoilless rifles to warrant Ostwind. He needs to deal with this group of forces there. You know what's something he could do? An artillery officer heavy mortar barrage here on the retreat point. Can the Wehrmacht artillery officer withstand a sniper shot? Probably. Hopefully. Does go with infantry veterancy rather than support infantry veterancy.
Reserves are ready to deploy.
Of course, he does not have the structure for it, so at that point in time, creep forward Nebel Warfare wouldn't be half bad, but that may be a little bit too immobile. Maybe actually just Warframe half tracks on the retreat point? could bring some stormtroopers. Veterancy 3 STG stormtroopers are hyper lethal. It could get a nice ambush on snipers by camouflaging themselves the way forward. Bundle grenades also very nice versus the blobs. And there's 5 Wehrmacht snipers. Or US snipers.
Attention.
How
The
nasty.
enemy advances.
What's the supply yard? No supply yard upgrades. How poor is his manpower income? There's a 6th sniper. His manpower income's not too terribly bad at the moment. But he needs to get some supply yard upgrades. He has this amount of munitions, so he can perhaps do some bombing runs in the future, or strafing runs wouldn't be half bad against the Knights Crossholders, right? Suppressing them. They're dropping some more supplies.
Airborne took the point. No sign of Hans.
Ready. Who am I sending home?
Another Ostwind. I don't think the Ostwinds are durable enough. Armored skirted vehicles would have like 50% increased durability. Of course, that does require Veterancy 3, so at this point in time, Panzer IVs and Ostwinds probably have the same durability. Which is not great at this moment in time. And that's another reason why I think Stu's, of course, he doesn't have enough command points for Stu's. Stu's at least will have good alpha damage with firing the howitzer. So Stu's may be the best option. Because at least they can get one powerful shot off. Recon pass. Got another airborne squad in the field.
Yeah, ready.
Another argument is to go for annihilation victory. The US player does not have too many structures. So Panzer IVs could be a good option, and just try to crush stuff that retreats on back, which they're all retreating on back. Schimwagen has good spotting here. We'll spot stuff. We'll start spotting more stuff. And also, when just backing on off is probably a good idea. It does hit the machine gun bunker. That 2 MP40 squad should deal with the airborne squad. And we do have the Volkswagens pushing over here with some pioneers of capturing support. Versus 3 infantry. You have to go with another infantry unit. And he does have the Sturm Armory. More Knights Crossholders. He is going for the artillery officer. Are we going to see the heavy mortar barrage on the retreat point? Oh, I'm hoping he does. Save the munitions up. Eye for more munitions points. 30 cal there. Does spot the group of units. I'm not sure how many Knights Crossholders can charge for this through that group of airborne units and snipers. That's a critical number of snipers. Does lose a pioneer there. MP40s wipe out the 30 cal. Stuff exploding that maybe just missed close rifle shots there. Turn away forward. Everything falls back there. Incomplete Wehrmacht landmine there. He's in decent damage upon retreat. He could charge his way forward. He knows he took out the 30 cal in this direction. It's getting to the numbers of units. I just don't know how effective stuff will be. He's going for another sniper.
Eyes on me.
So he's going for the 7th sniper deployment. What is this, the campaign?
We're losing a strategic sector.
Even then, the campaign, you probably don't want to get 7 snipers. I think 3 is a good number for the campaign. You can at least transfer all the veterancy between the missions.
Front shifted. Routes are grabbing territory from us.
Schimwagen taking a lot of hits there. We got another recon pass. The aircraft also may shoot it down. But, of course, it has a very small window before it actually works.
Enemy unit
those is to the sniper there. And there's heavy mortar barrage.
Front shifting. Routes are grabbing
But wasn't too successful. I think he should try creeping forward the officer, like I mentioned before here, and get ready to bring the heavy mortar barrage here.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
More supply drops. And we've got the engineers here. Engineer is an engineer. And looks like he has probably lacking manpower to reinforce all these airborne squads.
Airborne
So
here.
again, it can,
Let's go
yeah, he
break
is lacking
barriers.
manpower, no supply yard upgrades. The US players lacking VPs, snipers ripping apart the Knight's Crossholder. That one squad does fall back there. Other Knight's Crossholders push forward. You can throw some stun grenades. Strafing around there. Hits good number of Knight's Crossholders. I think I just saw the Osman bounce on the aircraft flying over. I thought I saw it bounced around. I may be going a bit crazy there. Of course, these guys fired on up. Nice crossholders closing the distance. Nice crossholders were a good call. Yeah, probably better not go for stormtroopers then, because they're not sniper resistant. Even though they have a possibility of first strike, and to get the camouflage capability, they just don't have high enough performance versus 7 snipers. Oswin, of course, this is what the Wehrmacht player sees at the moment. Doesn't see the snipers there. The US player right now sees all of this. Of course, he can keep an ear out for the Oswin. Pioneer spots everything. Yeah, that Pioneer's dead.
Out there.
Volkswagens who fall back.
Airborne, ready for duty.
Got the
Yes,
airborne
sir.
squad here that could start receiving fire from the Awesome that's right around here. Oh, right there. Is falling back, get some repairs. Does he have any Pioneers left? It's hard to keep Pioneers alive when there's 7 snipers in the field. Going for more Knight's Crossholders. Incomplete landmine, could just cancel that. MP40s.
Territory.
Bloody Cal here, he can always try claiming, but then again, snipers, 7 them. And the Volkswagens are going to get ripped apart there, shoots him back, but he's getting wiped out. 1 guy remains. And poor positioning there, didn't have the snipers pursue him properly. So the Volkswagens does manage to escape on out of there. We do have another artillery officer and 5 Knight's Crossholders. Save the munitions up for a heavy mortar barrage. Problem is, it's a little bit inaccurate trying to deal with the snipers. Not guaranteed to get a kill per shot. Additionally, there's a lot of recoilless rifles.
Attention, the enemy advances.
And the US player is about ready to bring in his bombers.
Airborne took the point. No sign of hands.
It's Hans, not hands. Get it
Airborne
right.
up. Airborne, ready for duty.
Still no supply yard upgrades.
Troopers on point.
Knight's Crossholders getting hit quite hard.
We're losing
Right now the
ground
US
out
player
there.
is running low on VPs. Ostwin, I think does shoot down the strafing aircraft. Very nice. So even if the Ostwin is not going to be able to push forward with their pulse rifles, at least can take out the aircraft. You could try pursuing those snipers all the way home. And you've got these forces here. Where is the artillery officer? Goes for a Neb Warfare. That's going to be a little bit difficult. Artillery officer's way back there, so he wasn't ready to bring in the artillery barrage. But the Osman shot down the aircraft, which is actually very critical.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
5 snipers there. I guess he may have took out 2 snipers on the retreat. Yep, looks like they are... Oh, at least one was right there. That's an airborne model.
Victory point taken.
We're taking infantry fire. Taking enemy fire. I am here.
Nice crossroads falls on back. Artillery officer can bring in the heavy mortar barrage. Pick
We're
up this
losing
point.
territory.
Nebulous barrage will help out. He does not have support in efficiency. All these guys are falling on back. Nebulous first strikes one of the snipers down. And strafing around there, which he can just simply let the guys heal themselves up. Oswin taking 3 times. Airborne squad there with a repulse rifle. These repulse rifles have been picked up at one point in time.
The enemy is seizing our
Was there only,
territory.
no, there's 2 repulse rifles in that squad. That's a good hit there. Was that a bombing run? No, that was just a recon run. Osman takes some hits there, and he starts backing on off. Does take up 30 cal. And looks like the aircraft took a lot of shots there from the Flak Panzer. Straight around there, does almost look like a machine gun down. It did get, the Osman did go down to machine
We are
guns.
losing a victory point.
The way Knights Crossroads has one finish off the fight. Knights Crossroads here easily overrun these airborne squads. And force them back there. Nebulor hopefully is in range of his opponent's base. It seems way back there. Artillery officer right here. Brings a heavy mortar barrage in time. But he has lost the artillery officer. He may body block some of his guys there, but no, he's going to eat the barrage. But no, he killed it off in time. He actually interrupted the barrage being summoned. Ooh. So it's not, it does take time to drop. He takes time to cast. We saw the flares, but no drop. He got unlucky there then. I did not know you could interrupt a heavy mortar barrage like that. Guess I learned something new every day. I thought it was tap and it will summon it, period. Once it initiates the ability, it will summon it, but I guess it does take a casting time. Nebulor for barrage raiding in somewhere. Way back there. Knights Crossroads will force him back to the fire. Straight run there. Gets a good hit on those Knights Crossroads. These Knights Crossroads may need to fall back. He's taking some hits there. Those are stun grenade with one man.
We're losing a sector.
Is okay stun grenade there. Nothing too significant. Capture the central VP.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Ready.
Sniper somewhere!
Ritterkreuz, engage!
We are losing territory. Our enemy has only 25 points left. We are crushing them. Forward supply
The US player
lines
doesn't
are
have too many
broken.
VPs remaining, but he has stabilized for the moment.
The Americans are
Four
capturing
snipers
a
over
sector.
here. Got knights or got airborne squads across everywhere. That's an engineer with no minesweeper.
Schultz, ready for battle.
Does apply another artillery officer.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Right now, the Panzerleap, or not Panzerleap, the Wehrmacht player should just eye for the VP game. His opponent has 23 VPs. Don't worry about killing the army, just win the game. Nebulor Warfare advancing.
Yeah, ready.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
Granted, if he kills his opponent's army, he effectively wins the game as well. Airborne squad's probably lacking the manpower to reinforce. Detonates a landmine there. I think that was a Wehrmacht landmine. Snipers firing away. More airborne dropping on in. Nebulor for maybe on the barrage in this area. One sniper does get gunned down. Straight run there. Hits these guys. Those nice crossroads falling on back. These nice crossroads eyeing for a stun grenade. Guys reinforcing us Knights Crossroads as well. All those guys falls back. Snipers creeping away. Artillery officer not in his own space sector. Oh, and got a regular Sherman tank on the field. He could try chain panzerfausting. He is going to try triple panzerfaust, get some damage there. It'll consume quite a bit of munitions, which simply does not have enough for. Knights Crossroads trying to decapture the central VP. Another one could head over here. Got the engineers advancing over here. He does not have a squad to protect that VP.
Territory from us. Supply lines are broken.
Good hit there on the Knights
Territory cut off from
Crossroads.
supply.
Good splash. If it hits right there again, it would probably wipe out the squad. Not hitting right there again, but got some more good damage there. Capture the VP, and now Knights Crossroads does get finished off by snipers. Nebula for Barrage running in somewhere. Splashes a little bit over here. Splashes the airborne squads quite a bit. Fires it on up. He could perhaps bring an artillery officer in this sector to bring in some artillery. Captures the point there, so but has neutralized the point there, and has neutralized this point here, so got a capture in favor of the Wehrmacht player. Could be in the game for the US player. These guys are exhausted.
Yeah, ready.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory. Our forward supply lines are broken.
Got us units shoot!
Knights Cross here.
If this VP gets captured, maybe just dogpile the point, keep the artillery officer nearby to barrage it. Neb Warfare should be in range of it. Does capture the VP, just needs to hold on for a little bit longer, and he will win. Engineers are in the region, and there. Neb Warfare Barrage probably needs to be summoned here. Engineers
We are losing ground.
have to start getting captured. It looks like the Volkswagens do get wiped on out. All these guys are way back here. Neb Warfare Barrage maybe on
Forward supply
cooldown.
lines are
Does
broken.
bring in the manpower blitz.
We're losing territory.
Going for a full Panther deal with the Sherman tank, and we'll be able to resist the horse rifles. He has neutralized his point there, so it has
Supply
stabilized.
lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Volkswagens can rip apart there.
Unit lost. Defended the fatherland until
Net Warfare
death.
has been lost. As Crossroads heading up to this northern VP. Panzer Panther now deployed in field with a lot of Knights Crossroads support.
Americans are seizing territory
He has a
from
good
us.
amount of resources for other units, has supervised production going on, very nice. Bring in another tank potentially. Knights Crossroads instead.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. One of our sectors has been cut off.
Already count placement trying to be established. One of the Knights Crossroads do get wiped on out. Straight run there on those Knights Crossroads. Panther gets a good strike there on the Sherman. And there's a forced retreat, looks like that was, no, that was Sherman smoke. And also, at least Sherman smoke. One of those airborne squads may go down. Knights Crossroads forward. This guy needs to start falling back. He's going to be captured from the northern point. He just needs to capture either the central or southern point, and he could potentially win. Knights Crossroads push forward under cover of the smoke. Does take out that one Knights Crossroads. These guys are pretty stacked up. Does fall back there. He's just falling back. One of these Knights Crossroads needs to peel off and secure the victory, or maybe go over here. This guy should just camp this one. He's peeling off this, nope, he's firing past house. Trying to take this, taking a beating. Managed to get Veteran C3 already. Look away for a moment, it's already Veteran C3, but it looks Knights Crossroads sending the other two DPs. Neutralizing both will start the countdown. Capturing one will probably be guaranteed victory. At this point in time, it looks like it is a victory for the Wehrmacht player. Yep, and neutralize. And that appears to be in the game. Looks like the US player is just idle now. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.